So we continue with the chapter hydrogen and we are to the last part of the chapter, that is oxidation and reduction reactions. Oxidation and reduction, initially we can understand it just in the form of ऑक्सीजन को अगर ऐड किया तो ऑक्सीजन को रिमूव किया तो रिडक्शन. At the same time, ulta is the case for hydrogen. If hydrogen is added, it is reduction. If hydrogen is removed, it is oxidation. So the first thing is that when you talk about oxidation reactions, so oxidation was the first use for the reaction in which oxygen combined with a substance. So addition of oxygen to a substance is oxidation. At the same time, removal of hydrogen is oxidation. So when you talk about oxidation, the first thing what can take place is addition of oxygen. Second is removal of hydrogen. So first thing is oxygen added or hydrogen removed. The donor of oxygen was the oxidizing agent. So the one which gave oxygen to the other person, one substance gave oxygen to the other substance, that particular substance which is giving the oxygen to the other substance is called as oxidizing agent. It is always that the oxidizing agent में क्या होगा, उसने ऑक्सीजन दिया यानी उसमें से ऑक्सीजन निकल गया यानी वो क्या हो गया, रिड्यूस हुआ. So the oxidizing agent will always get reduced. So addition of electronegative element. So here is the third thing is addition, add electronegative element. If there is addition of electronegative element, it is the oxidizing agent. An oxidation reduction reaction occurs simultaneously or are usually abbreviated as redox reaction, because एक जगह से अगर इलेक्ट्रोपॉजिटिव एलिमेंट रिमूव हुआ तो वो दूसरी जगह पे ऐड हुआ है. एक जगह से ऑक्सीजन निकाला तो दूसरी जगह पे ऐड हुआ, यहाँ से निकाला रिडक्शन, यहाँ पे ऐड हुआ ऑक्सीडेशन. So in normally all the reactions, the oxidation and reduction will always take place simultaneously. That's why they are called as redox reaction. Reduction, oxidation, reaction, or redox reaction is oxidation reduction because they are going to take place simultaneously. Because oxidation reduction takes place simultaneously, we call this as redox reaction. Removal of electropositive element, loss of electron from the atom or an ion. So here we have got over here that remove electropositive element, or the first one, fifth one is loss of electrons. So we can see that the oxidation is going to take place by 5 different forms. Means first one, addition of oxygen. Second one, removal of hydrogen. Third one, addition of electronegative element, removal of electropositive element, or loss of electrons. So let's see one by one the examples of these ones. So addition of oxygen to a substance. So this is simple. Copper is going to gain oxygen. Thus oxidation of copper to copper oxide takes place. So we can say over here this is nothing but the reaction will Cu plus O2 giving you CuO. Okay. Similarly, HCl plus O2 will give H2O plus Cl2, or H2S plus SO2 will give you H2O plus S. So in each of the case, this one over here will be oxidizing agent. Okay, this will be the oxidizing agent over here. So there could be an example over here which is H2S plus SO2 giving me over here as 2H2O plus S. So we see here that this H2S is the oxidizing agent. Removal of nitrogen and hydrogen from the substance. So the next one is removal of hydrogen from the substance. So you can have the same reaction over here, that is we can have the same kind of reaction, H2S plus Cl2 giving me 2HCl plus S over here. So You can see that here again this Cl2 becomes the oxidizing agent because it is removing the hydrogen from sulfur. So hydrogen is being removed from hydrogen sulfide to give you sulfur. So here Cl2 becomes oxidizing agent, and this is an example of removal of hydrogen from sulfur. The other examples given over here. So oxidizing agent like chlorine removes hydrogen from hydrogen sulfide, which is hence oxidized to sulfur. So H2S plus Cl2 give you HCl plus S. H2S by HNO3 will give you H2O plus NO2 plus S. H2S plus FeCl3 will give FeCl2 plus HCl plus S. The next is addition of electronegative element. Electronegative elements, anything which is negatively charged, that is chlorine or any non-metal. So when I am adding electronegative, so that is example over here, will FeCl2 plus Cl2 will give me FeCl3. So here the addition of chlorine to this thing over here is called as the addition of electronegative element. Okay, so other example could be Zn plus H2SO4 gives me ZnSO4 plus H2. Again here the iron 2 chloride gains electronegative radical chlorine and is therefore oxidized to iron 3 chloride. So there is a gain of electronegative element into the substance. That's why it is addition of electronegative element. Another will be removal of an electropositive element. So if I am taking electropositive element, so here we are getting the example as Ki plus H2O2, that is hydrogen peroxide, is going to give me KOH plus I2. So that will be the thing. So potassium iodide is losing the over here. So potassium iodide loses electropositive radical potassiums. Okay, so the iodine is losing the potassium over here. So the iodine over here is losing it. That's why it is getting oxidized. So potassium iodide loses electropositive radical potassium and hence therefore oxidized to iodine. So iodine is getting oxidized. So that's the reaction over here. You can see that this is the reducing agent, this is the oxidizing agent. So this is the redox form of the thing. The next one is loss of electrons from an atom. So loss of electrons, we know very well that it will be something like Fe plus, okay, so here you can see that Fe plus S is going to give you FeS, wherein it will be going to be this way, that Fe is going to be losing one electrons over here to give you Fe2 plus, and the S is going to be plus 2E to give you S2 minus, forming the formation of FeS. So here this reaction over here is oxidation. Okay, of course this is reduction, but this is oxidation part. So this part of Fe losing electron to form into a positively charged ion is called as oxidation. So oxidation on the basis of atomic model, when an atom or a group of atom loses electron, oxidation is said to be taken place. The atom or group of atom which gain electron are said to be oxidizing agent. So one which is over here sulfur will be the oxidizing agent, which is allowing to gain, which is going to gain the electron or acting as the oxidizing agent. Similar is the case for FeCl2 plus Cl will give FeCl3, where Fe2 is going to be gaining electron from Cl to become Fe, will be losing electron to Cl to form Fe3 plus. So iron 2 chloride oxidizes to iron 3 chloride. Now let's see the reducing part. So in the case of reduction, it is exactly opposite to all this. Okay, exactly opposite to all this is the reduction part. I'll write it over here. I'll keep some gap for, or I'll just take it together. So reduction was first used for the reaction in which oxygen was removed from a substance. So oxygen is removed. So first thing over here, ये addition of oxygen है, तो यहाँ पे है removal of oxygen. The second over here is addition of hydrogen. So removal of oxygen from a compound or addition of hydrogen from a compound, that is the first part. Now the acceptor of the oxygen was the reducing agent. So you can see the acceptor who is going to take this one, okay, when you are removing the oxygen, the acceptor of that oxygen will be, or the one which is giving the hydrogen will be the reducing agent. Oxidation reduction reaction occur simultaneously and are usually abbreviated as redox reaction, which we already saw in the earlier part. So again, the third part over here will be, ये add है तो यहाँ पे remove है, तो remove electronegative element. Fourth one will be add electropositive element. And finally will be the fifth part, which is gain of electron. So these are the 5 conditions for the reduction to take place. So first is removal of hydrogen. So removal of oxygen from the compound, CO plus H2 will give you Cu plus H2O. So you can see that if I am removing the oxygen, then CuO plus H2 giving you Cu plus H2O. So the hydrogen over here is acting as the reducing agent. Okay, this is going to be the reducing agent. So CuO is getting reduced to Cu using hydrogen. So copper oxide loses oxygen, thus reduction of copper oxide to copper takes place. So CuO plus H2 give you Cu plus H2O, where H2 is the reducing agent, and whereas ZnO plus C will give you Zn plus CO, where C will be the reducing agent. The next is addition of hydrogen to a compound, so that we can take it as Cl2 plus H2S will give you H2CHCl plus S. So here you can see that chlorine के अंदर hydrogen add हुआ, so that's why H2S becomes the reducing agent and the reduced product is HCl. So H2 chlorine gains hydrogen from hydrogen sulfide, which is hence reduced to hydrogen chloride. So Cl2 plus H2S give you HCl plus S, where H2S is the reducing agent. Similarly, Br2 plus H2S will give you HBr plus S. The next is removal of electronegative element. So here you are going to have the removal of electronegative element will be, we are using over here 2FeCl3 plus H2S, giving me over here as 2FeCl2. So one of the chlorine is getting removed over here and plus HCl plus S. So you can see over here the iron 3 chloride loses electronegative compound. Here it is removal of electronegative, means 3 में से 2 हो गया. So FeCl3 became FeCl2, so there is the removal of electronegative, hence FeCl3 got reduced to FeCl2 in this particular reaction, where H2S was the reducing agent. So iron 3 chloride loses electronegative radical chlorine to form iron 2 chloride. So iron 2 chloride, which is FeCl3 to HCl, that is reducing it in HCl, H2S, giving you FeCl2 plus HCl plus S. The next is the addition of electropositive elements. So you got mercury chloride, so it is 2HgCl2, HgCl2, and plus SnCl2 is going to give me Hg2Cl2 plus SnCl4. So here you can see mercury chloride, okay, mercury chloride over here is going to become mercurous chloride, or you can say mercury 2 chloride gains electropositive radical mercury to form mercury 1 chloride. So that is what is going to be electropositive element is going to be added. Addition of electropositive element is going to be done over here. So mercury यहाँ पे 1 था, यहाँ पे 2 हो गया. So H2, mercury 2 chloride became mercury 1 chloride because there is an addition of one Hg. That's why addition of electropositive element. Hence, this is a reduction reaction. One thing to clear it out. If I consider this is reduction. If I consider this is oxidation, because CnCl2 becomes CnCl4. There is an addition of electronegative compound. Addition of electronegative is oxidation. Therefore, this is getting reduced. This is getting oxidized. That's why the reaction is redox reaction. The gain of electrons from an atom or ion. So that is oxidation of basis atomic model. When an atom or group of atom gain electrons, reduction is said to be taken place. The atom or group of atom which loses electron are said to be reducing agents. So that's why it will be this way, that Fe plus 3 plus minus 1 electron is going to, so plus electron is going to become Fe2 plus. So this over here is the reduction. So the reaction will be the same. FeCl3 plus SO4, SO2 plus H2 will give FeCl2. So FeCl3 became FeCl2 because the iron 3 chloride became iron 2 chloride. Apply HCl plus H2SO4. So iron 3 chloride reduced to iron 2 chloride. Similarly, Cl2 by HCl, H2SO4 will be HCl plus will be chlorine reduced to hydrogen chloride. So that is the reduction reaction. And finally, we see the redox reaction, that is a chemical reaction involving oxidation of one substance and reduction of the other. The redox reaction involves loss or gain of electrons, where oxidation reduction occurs simultaneously. So if one is going to lose electron, it is going to gain electron. That's why there will be oxidation reduction taking simultaneously. That's why the reaction will be called as redox reaction. The examples over here: Zn plus CuSO4 will give you ZnSO4 plus Cu. So that will be, the Zn will going to lose electrons, so that will be getting oxidized from Zn to Zn plus 2 plus. And Cu2 plus is going to again gain 2 electrons to give you Cu, that is reduction. So that's why Zn is going to be oxidized and Cu is going to be reduced. Similarly, H2S and H2S plus Cl2 will be HCl plus C, where HCl plus S. So H2S plus Cl2 will give you this. So accordingly, the chlorine reduces to HCl because of the gain of hydrogen from HCl, H2S, and H2S is getting reduced. It's a reducing agent for Cl2 and is oxidizing agent. So Cl2 is oxidizing agent, H2S is the reducing agent. So we can just summarize the whole thing over here. The oxidation reduction currently, not summarize, but about the loss and gain of electrons. So oxidizing agent. So now, now it is about the oxidizing agent. So ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट ये कौन करवाता है और उसका क्या होता है? सो ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट लूजेस ऑक्सीजन और इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एलिमेंट. ओके, वन सेकंड. So when you talk about the oxidizing agent and the reducing agent, so you see that oxidizing agent क्या होगा, यहाँ पे ऐड करना है, इसीलिए oxidizing agent का क्या होगा, वो लूज करेगा. Okay, so oxidizing agent loses oxygen. Oxidizing agent loses oxygen, or it loses electronegative element. It will gain hydrogen or gain electropositive element. Okay, oxidizing agent में exactly इसका उल्टा होगा. That means oxidizing agent is going to get reduced. Try to understand this thing. If I say that oxidizing agent में oxygen is going to get removed, that means reduction is going to take place. If I say that in oxidizing agent the electronegative element is going to be removed, that is nothing but reduction. So that's why you see that oxidizing agent loses oxygen or electronegative element radical, gains hydrogen or electropositive radical, or accepts electrons. So that is oxidizing, whereas the reducing agent will be gaining oxygen or electronegative element radical, loses hydrogen or electropositive radical, and donates electrons. The examples of oxidizing agent are gases में O2 ऑक्सीजन, ओजोन O3, Cl2, F2. लिक्विड्स में हाइड्रोजन पेरोक्साइड H2O2, K2Cr2O7 acidified, HClO, कॉन्सेंट में HNO3, कॉन्सेंट H2SO4, ब्रोमीन. सॉलिड्स में MnO2, HgCl2, CaOCl2, PbO2, Pb3O4, NaNO3, KNO3, KClO3. Whereas in case of reducing agent, examples of gases are H2CO, SO2, H2S, HNO3, NH3, HCl. लिक्विड में HCl, HF, HBr, HI, H2CO3, HNO2. And solids में carbon, metal like potassium, sodium, calcium, sugar and SnCl2. The test for oxidizing agent is generally answered as decomposes to give a colorless gas which rekindles a glowing splinter. Now this is the test for oxidizing. How do you test that whether the given product is oxidizing agent or not? So first thing is that when you are heating it, if it is decomposing and giving you oxygen gas, because the gas is going to rekindle and give, that means what? Rekindle glowing splinter. What is the gas which rekindles the glowing splinter? Oxygen. Oxygen is the only gas which rekindles the glowing splinter. So that's why we know that the oxygen is going to be revolved. So it will be the observation over here will be the gas will be colorless gas which will be evolved, which will rekindle the glowing splinter, or it will liberate chlorine on heating with concentrated HCl, or it will react with KBr solution to give you reddish color due to liberated bromine, and Ki solution is to be given in yellow brown color due to liberation of iodine. So these are the tests for oxidizing agent. If oxygen is evolved, it will be glowing splinter, rekindling of the glowing splinter. If it's chlorine going to be given out with HCl, or it will be reddish brown fumes given out, color given out due to the release of bromine from KBr, or it is giving out yellowish color film from iodine from Ki. Same thing for the test for reducing agents. On reaction with iron 3 or salt, the color changes from yellowish brown to greenish light green, that is iron 2. So iron 3 is yellowish brown, okay, iron 3, the ferrous and ferric, okay, ferric is reddish brown, whereas ferrous is green. So when the color turns from brown to green, then it is an oxidizing agent. Liberates nitrogen dioxide on heating with HNO3. So when HNO3 is heated, means if it is giving out, if it is NHNO3 is the reducing agent, then it is going to give out NO2 as the reddish brown fumes of gas. So nitrogen dioxide is going to be evolved. And if it is reacts with acidified KMnO4 solution, which is purple or pink, give a colorless solution. So K2Cr2O7 solution, which is orange, gives you green solution. So KMnO4, which is purple or blue, which pink, which will give you as colorless, and K2Cr2O7, which is going to be orange in color, is going to turn green. So going to give you chromic oxide. So these are the reactions or the test for identifying the reducing agents. Okay. To summarize the complete oxidation reduction, oxidation is addition of oxygen of the substance, removal of hydrogen from a substance, addition of electronegative element, removal of electropositive element, loss of electrons from an atom or ion, increase in positive valency or decrease in negative valency. Reduction reaction involves removal of oxygen from the substance, addition of hydrogen from a substance, removal of electronegative element, addition of electropositive element, gain of electrons from an atom or ion, decrease in positive valency or increase in negative valency. So this is the end of the chapter hydrogen. So the hydrogen part was quite easy, but the one which is oxidation reduction is very, very, very important. Normally all the questions are related to redox reaction, but what is getting oxidized and what is getting reduced is need to be understood properly, and see to it that you have no kind of a doubt left out that okay ये oxidize हो रहा है कि reduce हो रहा है, okay hydrogen remove हुआ है, hydrogen add हुआ, वो क्या हो रहा है, whether it is removal of electropositive element or electronegative element, क्या हो रहा है, exactly क्या हो रहा है, that you have to understand to identify that which part of the reaction is in the oxidation part and which is the reduction part, because normally all the reactions will always be redox reactions. So that is about the part of the chapter hydrogen. Okay, so That's all for hydrogen in 3 parts and all together. Thank you.